Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes. Look at you.
What's one misconception about you?
There are no misconceptions about me.
In today's installment of As the Ex-Mogul Turns, we have two new devastating lawsuits from the Buzbee Law Firm. Now, I informed you last week that attorney Tony Buzbee has over 200 clients filing suit against Diddy because obviously
I've been around the world. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no.
Well, unfortunately, many alleged victims were not able to tell him no. Our two new lawsuits today center around a 10-year-old boy and a 17-year-old boy, both whom are older now, but they claim that Diddy and sometimes members of Diddy's security team violated them, causing irreparable harm, and now they are wanting him to pay. We're going to get into this and so much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this case and so much more. Now let's get back into it. If these lawsuits are indeed true, Diddy is going to have to start paying with the lint from his carpet because I don't see how he's going to have any money left. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into these two lawsuits. I'm going to warn you now, they're pretty explicit. Viewer discretion is advised. Factual allegations. In 2005, plaintiff was a 10-year-old boy interested in becoming an actor and or rapper. Plaintiff lived in the Los Angeles area and used his proximity to the entertainment industry to secure several acting roles and a part in a music video. To help their son's burgeoning career, plaintiff's parents found and hired an industry consultant through an internet ad. The consultant recommended that the family visit New York to meet with people in the music industry. Plaintiff and his parents flew to New York in or around the summer of 2005 and stayed in a hotel across from Madison Square Garden. While in New York, plaintiff and his parents met with numerous people within the music industry. Plaintiff participated in a photo shoot for a magazine as well. During the trip, plaintiff's consultant arranged a meeting with defendant Combs for an audition. Combs indicated that he wanted to meet with plaintiff alone first prior to meeting the family. The consultant, without plaintiff's parents, took plaintiff to the purported audition at a hotel in the same general vicinity as plaintiff's own hotel. The consultant brought plaintiff to Combs' room but left him with Combs and told plaintiff that she would be back later. Plaintiff performed several rap songs for Combs. Combs complimented plaintiff on his rapping and told plaintiff that he would make him a star. Combs asked plaintiff how badly he wanted to be a star and what plaintiff would do to be one. Plaintiff responded, as might any 10-year-old child, that he would do anything. At this point, one of the people present gave plaintiff a soda which he drank. After drinking the soda, plaintiff began to feel a little funny, but initially thought it was because he was so happy at that moment. Based on information and belief, Combs, by himself or through his agents or employees, previously laced the drink with drugs, including but not limited to GHB and or ecstasy. This behavior towards plaintiff mimics a pattern of Combs and his agents or employees drugging unsuspected victims in order to make it easier for Combs to essay that person. Unfortunately, plaintiff was one such victim. A photograph of an exemplary container used by Combs and or his agents or employees to insert GHB into drinks is seen below. After plaintiff consumed his soda and began feeling its effects, Combs told plaintiff to move closer to him, which plaintiff did. Combs then abruptly pushed plaintiff down and said words to the effect of, "You have to do some stuff you don't want to do sometimes." Y'all are gonna have to bear with me. This one is hard to read. Once he pushed plaintiff down, Combs pulled his Johnson out of his pants and told the 10-year-old plaintiff to kiss it. When plaintiff resisted, Combs nevertheless forced his Johnson into plaintiff's mouth and proceeded repeatedly to push it in and out. Plaintiff understandably froze in terror as the assault continued. Around this time, whether from panic or the drugs circulating in his system, plaintiff lost consciousness. When plaintiff awoke, he began crying immediately. Plaintiff's pants were undone and his backside and buttocks hurt badly. Combs was still present. Plaintiff cried that he wanted to go to his mom and dad. Combs replied that if plaintiff told anyone about what happened, he would hurt plaintiff's mom and dad badly. When the consultant came back to get him, she noticed that plaintiff was badly shaken and asked him what was wrong. Plaintiff told her that he wanted to go back to his mom and dad. Upon plaintiff's return, his parents immediately noticed that he was lethargic and acting differently. Although plaintiff ultimately told his parents what happened, plaintiff and his parents were terrified of the potential consequences of reporting the abuse. Plaintiff experienced a significant impact from Combs' essay of him at such an early age. Plaintiff had suffered and continues to suffer from severe depression and anxiety, which leaves him hopeless and fatigued. When in situations that remind him of the incident, he feels a strong sense of panic. Plaintiff had to be homeschooled because of behavioral issues that affected his relationships, and many of those issues still remain ongoing. He battles fears and night terrors regularly. In short, plaintiff was deprived of a normal childhood and is unable to interact with others and live a normal life in general due to his encounter with defendant Combs. With having a young son myself, that one just took me to a place of no return. That one bothered me. Let's get into this next one. Factual allegations. Making the Band was a reality television series that aired on various networks, including MTV, from 2000 to 2009. The show, created by Lou Pearlman and later produced by Combs, followed the formation of musical groups through a competitive audition process. Aspiring singers and performers competed for a spot in a new music group with the ultimate goal of signing a record deal and achieving fame. The show combined elements of traditional talent competitions with the drama of reality TV, as participants lived together and faced eliminations based on their progress. Throughout the series, contestants underwent rigorous challenges, including vocal and dance training, live performances, and personal development tasks, often under the intense scrutiny of industry professionals like Combs. In or around 2008, plaintiff, then 17 years old, participated in a 3-day audition for Making the Band, having seen the opportunity online and through newspaper advertisements. During the audition process, plaintiff advanced to a stage where contestants met individually in private rooms with Combs and his bodyguard. On the first day of the audition, during a one-on-one interview, Combs asked plaintiff hypothetical questions about handling situations involving sexual pressure. As Combs described these scenarios, he began to essay plaintiff by touching plaintiff both over and under his clothing, including groping and fondling his Johnson and instructing plaintiff to undress. While he groped plaintiff, Combs engaged in sexually explicit behavior, including masturbating himself. Throughout this encounter, Combs emphasized his power to control plaintiff's future in the music industry, stating that he had the ability to make or break plaintiff's career. On the second day, plaintiff went through a longer interview process. During this interview, Combs again instructed plaintiff to undress, explaining that plaintiff needed to demonstrate the ability to embody a sex idol persona, which was purportedly required for the band's image. This encounter eventually escalated into Combs forcing the plaintiff to perform oral sex on him and Combs taking advantage of the plaintiff's backside. Combs continued to reiterate his power to control plaintiff's future in the music industry. On the third day, Combs introduced his bodyguard, T, into the sexual advances. Combs framed this as a test of plaintiff's willingness to do anything necessary to succeed in the music industry. T requested oral sex from plaintiff, and while plaintiff complied due to force, Combs SA'd plaintiff again, simultaneously groping and fondling both plaintiff and the bodyguard. Plaintiff's facial expressions during this ordeal showed his discomfort and hesitation, prompting Combs to express dissatisfaction. Combs stated that plaintiff's demeanor suggested an intention to report the incident, and as a result, Combs said he would be keeping an eye on plaintiff. Ultimately, this led to plaintiff's elimination from the competition, as Combs claimed plaintiff was untrustworthy due to his reservation about performing oral sex on the bodyguard. As a result of these assaults during the audition process and plaintiff's reaction to them, plaintiff was excluded from further opportunities in the competition and was unable to return to the music industry for 7 years. Plaintiff continues to deal with the mental and emotional anguish from these assaults. Knowing that Diddy is raising kids of his own, 4 that do not have a mother present, is very hard to stomach when you read lawsuits like this. One last thing that I want to bring to your attention before we go is that the New York City jail, the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn that's currently housing Diddy, that once housed R. Kelly, Ghislaine Maxwell, Sam Bankman-Fried, was under investigation today. Investigators from various federal agencies launched an interagency operation on Monday at the Trouble Lockup in New York, where Sean Diddy Combs is being held. The investigators from the Bureau of Prisons, the Justice Department Inspection General's Office, and other law enforcement agencies descended on the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn on Monday, the Bureau of Prisons said in a statement to the Associated Press. The law enforcement operation is designed to achieve our goal of maintaining a safe environment for both our employees and the incarcerated individuals housed at MDC Brooklyn, the agency said. Prisons officials declined to provide specific details about the operation Monday morning. Now, this jail has been complained about plenty of times in the past: rampant violence, deaths, dreadful conditions, severe staffing shortages, widespread smuggling of drugs, contrabands, you name it, they're doing it. And of course, Sean P. Diddy Combs' attorneys put their complaints in as well, letting them know that their client does not need to be in these types of conditions. We will have to see how everything plays out to see if Diddy ends up getting out. What I need to do is hear from you. What do you think about everything now going on in the world of Diddy? What do you think about these 2 new lawsuits? You know there's more to come. Leave a comment and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Once again, thanks for watching. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit the like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss out on any of my new episodes.